okay, so let me see, that's all you've done to get started. You quit your jobs, hold on, actually you met in a company, you quit your jobs in the company that you met, you fell in love, you decided to get married,
Yes.
and then one fine day you got up and you said, yeah, let's go circle the earth on the bicycles. This is, I don't know, I'm excited just by the introduction to your story, guys. But let's say, okay, you decided to start the trip. Did you know from day one, for example, that you were like, okay, I'm going to be cycling for 7 years, we're going to be cycling for 7 years?
No.
Or did you just set out and you were like, we will wing it?
No.
How was it?
Yeah, we thought about cycling the world for 4 years, but then we didn't have a route yet. So when we started planning the route,
but then you realized how big the world actually is. And I think we need 3 more years.
Yeah. Well, for instance, I didn't plan to go to India or to Africa, but Linda said, I want to go to India and I want to go to Africa. So
yeah, that made it a total of 100,000 kilometers, and you can't do that in 4 years. You need at least 5 years cycling, but then you have to do it non-stop. So we thought about 5 years cycling and 2 years we need for a rest, for getting visa, for a holiday as well, because
you need holidays.
you need holidays.
I don't know if you guys have realized you are on a holiday.
Cycling is hard work.
Holidays for your holidays.
Cycling is a way of life, so it's hard working.
Yeah. Well, you saw it. You saw the bikes, and you saw the loaded bikes, and.
No, I saw Linda. I swear to God, like we took that turn with my friend, and the moment I laid eyes on you, my first thought was, there's absolutely no way these two people are Greeks. No way. Like, it was like the oddest of sights in the middle of the quarantine to see two people like fully dressed up in their cycling uniforms and everything, like half their belongings on the bicycles, pushing them uphill.
Yeah.
And
every belonging.
I'm really glad I stopped and I said hi if you guys needed any help.
Yeah. Mm.
So, question, you started 8 months ago. Where have you been so far?
Well, we started heading east for Germany, but then quickly we went to Luxembourg, France, Austria, a little part of Italy, and then along the Adriatic coast to Greece. Then we couldn't get into Greece because of the COVID regulations. The borders were closed, so we had to go to Albania, North Macedonia, Bulgaria. And in Bulgaria there was one border open, so we could get into Greece on the north side.
Yes.
And then we made a round tour through Greece.
Yeah, we cycled 3 months in Greece, starting from Anapoloria, then to Thessaloniki, where you are at now, and then we went all through Athens, Peloponnesus. We went to Zakynthos Islands, where we did an aid project, because we're not only cycling, we're also having a foundation to help people and nature projects along the way. And then we went back to Thessaloniki again.
We also went to Olympia,
Yes.
Delphi, and
Meteora.
Pilion, we cycled in Pilion, and then we went back.
I don't think you've left anything out of but I'm dying to hear what's ahead. Like, what's the plan? Even if it's a rough one, even if it's a wish or a dream or a hope, where would you guys like to go next?
Now we are now in Alexandroupolis, and we are here because we wanted. The plan was to go to Turkey, and then to Iran, and then to China, Mongolia, and then to India, Australia. But because of the COVID situation, we changed that. Dus now we are, I think in the end of February, we're gonna head to the north. And our plan is now to go to the North Cape. So we go to Bulgaria, Romania, Czechia, Poland, and then to Finland, and then to Norway, to the North Cape. And then we cycle back along the Atlantic coast to Germany, then we go to Berlin, or to Hamburg, Berlin, and then back to Holland. Then we have a winter stay at home, and then we go to France,
I
Italy.
think you're meaning to say holiday.
A holiday.
Winter stay in Holland's holiday, right?
At our parents, yes. And then we go to France, and then to the south of Italy, and in Italy we take the boat to Turkey, and then we will be 2 years further, and we hope the COVID situation is then normalized, and COVID is gone, so the borders are open, and so we get our visas for the countries we want to go. So we can go to Iran and to Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan and China, Mongolia. So that's the plan now. First to the north, and then 2 years to the east.
Wow, it sounds like you really have everything sorted out in terms of where you guys want to go.
Yeah, we have a route. The route is also on our website, but after
Yes, I saw.
so after Indonesia and Australia and New Zealand, we go to the Philippines, Taiwan, Japan, then Canada coast to coast, the US coast to coast, then all the way down to Patagonia and Chile, and then we try to get a boat to South Africa, and then we go to Africa back to Holland.
Yeah, because we
Yes, I was. Yeah, please go ahead, Linda.
well, we want to do it all by bicycle, and when we have to cross oceans, we are looking for a boat because we definitely don't want to get on a plane because we want to do it as green as can be. So, yeah, that's the way we have it in mind.
Yes.
Sounds cool. I have a couple of questions about your website, and you're trying to promote. You're not just promoting a bicycle trip around the world. There's so much more to it. I see charity work happening. I see health living stuff in there. So, what's the story behind all that?
Well, when we planned our World Bicycle Tour, we were thinking, what could we do? What could we do for other people? And then we were thinking, well, maybe we can have a foundation to help the people we meet along the way who are living in poverty, to give them direct help by buying the things they need. So it's all about coincidental conversations and meetings, and then we just see, okay, what's needed here and how can we help these people. And that's why we have a foundation, and we try to collect €1 for every cycling kilometer. So far we've collected 12,000 euros, so we're actually ahead of funding, because we've cycled like 7,000 kilometers so far. But well, we are still looking for
more donations, because we want to cycle 100,000 kilometers, so we want to collect 100,000 euros in donations.
Yes.
So we can spend during the world tour for help projects.
Okay, and you've done health projects in Greece as well, correct?
Yes, we've done a help project for nature. So we're doing help projects for poor people, and we're trying to do help projects for nature. And the one in Greece, it was an aid project called Sikanya on Zakynthos. It's for the karata. You probably heard of the turtles. It's a nesting beach at Sikanya, a very important nesting beach, the biggest nesting area for the turtles. And the WWF tries to maintain the beach and keep it safe for the animals, to have no commercial activities up there, so the turtles can breathe in a very safe environment, and the little turtles can go to the beach and grow up like big turtles. So we
go have fun on the beach.
Exactly.
That's the plan.
Yeah,
right? Uninterrupted. Yes, that's a good plan. I like it.
Yeah, we help them by buying hand mower to maintain the vegetation. So it's not like we give money to organizations or to people, but we actually buy products. We bought it in Greece itself, so we helped another store and we helped the Scania project, and that's the way we like to
Help.
during the race.
Do a help project, yes.
Yes.
Because every day when we cycle, we don't know where we're going to end that day and where we're going to sleep. So when we stop cycling, we look around, we ask people if they have a place for us to stay. Maybe we can put up a tent in the garden, or maybe they have a shed or a spare room in the house. We are often invited in the house. So that's a wonderful meetings with people. And then we have a chat with the people, and maybe we look, if it's necessary, we can help people with our foundation.
So this is Ahmed Mariam with Senegal Fast Food, and speaking of fast food, how do you guys make ends meet along the way? Like, what's there for food? Where do you guys sleep? I hear tents, I hear accommodations and being welcomed in people's houses. How does it work?
Well,
Ben is the cook.
I'm the cook.
I'm the dishwasher.
I have a stove.
So Ben is the cook and Linda's the dishwasher.
I have a stove. What is it? Benzene?
Yeah,
benzene stove. And we used to cook a lot when we started, but then we discovered that it's cheaper to go to a restaurant than go to a supermarket and buy everything. So when in Greece I didn't cook.
No.
Almost didn't cook. No, we always went to a place where we could eat something.
Souvlaki.
Souvlaki. We had a lot of souvlaki in gyros. But now we are in an apartment, and now I'm cooking every day. We make nice things.
Yes.
Okay, but from what I understood, you guys actually spent quite a few of your nights setting up tents and sleeping on the side of the road, correct?
Yes. Not always putting up the tent, but only our mattress was enough because it was warm enough. And we have also mosquito nets, so sometimes it's necessary to use our mosquito nets too. But and we slept a lot in soccer canteens, tennis canteen. We get invited at people's place. We slept a few times on a Friedhof.
Yeah, I always look for a graveyard or a church, but when I'm telling them, look, there's a graveyard.
I want to hear more about that. So you actually actively look around for graveyards at night?
It's very quiet at the graveyard, and nobody comes around at night, and there's always water, so it's a perfect spot to sleep.
Yes.
Actually, yes, now that you've described it as such, besides being spooky, yes, it's quite a practical place to take it up for the night.
Yeah.
A cemetery, I never thought of that. I need to take notes, guys, like seriously.
Yeah.
Guys, what was, like, from what you've experienced so far in your travels, what was the highlight of it all? Like, what was your wow moment through the trip that you said, you know what, it was all worth it. It was worth resigning, quitting, leaving our home country and being on a bicycle all day, sleeping in graveyards. It was worth it for this moment. What was that moment?
I think all the hospitality that we had and experienced from people we meet, like when they see us climbing a hill, they offer us water or sometimes an ouzo or a tsipuru. We never had a tsipuru before, but we had a lot of tsipurus in little villages with really old Greek people, and they were very kind and they wanted to know everything about us. But also people...
I'm beginning to believe that you guys are making excuses of the COVID thing. You just like souvlaki and ouzo too much and you're just extending your stay in Greece as long as you can.
And also the times that we get invited by people to stay at their homes, because it's not only in Greece but also outside of Greece. There are a lot of, we had a few times, maybe 10 times already, that people say, oh, you can stay at our home, we have a spare bedroom, what do you want for dinner, what do you want for breakfast, I'm making nice breakfast for you. And it was wonderful to have conversation with the people and the hospitality we got, and this is not always very easy because of the language, but it was wonderful to meet all those people with that great hospitality.
Yeah. And it's a shame that now, due to COVID, because the COVID situation is now getting worse, I think. I don't think it's good to go and ask people to sleep in their house. But it's still, the graveyard is still a possibility, right?
You just took that out of my mouth. I was going to say, no one's going to be concerned with COVID. Yes, graveyards would work. So I guess you guys have this lucky charm hovering above you, because everything seems to be going so great. And I'm actually really happy and really excited about this whole. It's not really a project, it's a life story unfolding, pedaling by pedaling, should I say. And it makes me feel good about the world I'm living in, like bumping into you, find people, and being able to communicate the way we are, and of course to have you on the show.
Yeah. And the nice thing is also that we are inspiration for a lot of people. We bump into people who say, oh, I was so depressed, but now I see you and hear your story, and I love it, and I'm completely lucky again. I'm going to change my life. So that's also a wonderful experience, that what we are doing, unintentionally, we change the life of other people we meet, and that's very beautiful that happens.
That's very special indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is. So guys, I just took a moment to think a bit, and I'm so very jealous in a very good and a very positive way of everything it is that you're doing. And I can quite safely say that you've also been an inspiration for me as well in finally deciding to travel again in my life. So I'm quite glad actually I met you that day as you were leaving Thessaloniki. The only thing I was thinking and pondering on was what a pity it was that we met on your last day, or actually on your way out of Thessaloniki.
Yeah, that was a real shame.
That's right. So we have to, when we walk around in town, we also need to have our bicycles with us. But then
the conversation starts.
Then the conversation starts. It's just like walking with a puppy.
Yeah.
Good. So I guess we're almost done with our on-air time for this evening, and I would like to really thank you for being patient and taking the time to join the interview on Radio Norway tonight, because you've been the first interview of the year on this lockdown season, and you are by far the most positive start we could possibly have with interviews this year. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you for having us. And
Thank you for having us in your program.
despite the hiccups, it was a very good show, and we enjoyed the music as well. So.
Well, thank you. Stick around. I'll be here every Tuesday, and I do sincerely, hopefully, will manage to see you, bump into you again on the road somewhere.
Hope to see you on the road.
In this beautiful world of ours.
Yes.
Yeah, we hope so too. To meet again.
We're looking out to see you.
Well, we will. By the looks of it, we will. So, Ben and Linda, guys, this was Exploring Today, a wonderful project. You can go online, check them out, give them a happy hand if you want. And if you're lucky, perhaps you'll bump into them on the road and get some of their really positive energy. So Ben and Linda, thanks again. Have a great evening, and we'll be in touch.
Okay,
Thank you, George.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice evening.
You too.